Today's story I am going to tell is one that has been sent in to me. By the way, if you want to send in your own story, you can do so to rutchbusiness@gmail.com. And thanks so much to my subscriber who did so. And you read the title correctly, ladies and gentlemen, because today I will be telling you about this crazy high school kid that threw a smoke bomb inside of the school, and he got in major trouble for doing that. Make sure to stick through the end to find out what really happened and enjoy the story. So let's give the subscriber a name now. I hope I didn't use this name in my previous videos, but let's say that his name is Jimmy. So Jimmy was in his second year of high school and he was friends with most of the guys in his class, excluding a couple of boys who were always pretty shy and silent, and they were all sitting in the front of the classroom. Because you know, if you are sitting in the front, the teachers can easily catch you doing something bad, or they can easily hear you if you're talking when you're not supposed to and when you're supposed to pay attention to the lesson. So there were 3 dudes in the classroom. 2 of them were friends of one another and the other boy was actually not friends with anyone. And Jimmy told me that the boy was usually all alone, didn't have anyone to talk to, and sadly he got bullied sometimes because a lot of kids in the classroom and in the high school thought that the kid was kinda weird, so they didn't want to hang out with him. Let's name the kid Jeremy for the sake of simplicity. So Jeremy got bullied, and still he didn't want to be alone during the lunch breaks, so he always tried to join other groups of kids. He told Jimmy that he was afraid that if kids would see him all alone during the break, eating a sandwich in a corner all by himself, that the kids were going to bully him even more. So one day Jeremy tried to join yet another group of kids, and the quote-unquote leader of the group told Jeremy that he had to do something awesome during the classroom. Something epic. Doesn't matter what, but the entire school has to talk about it, like he really needed to make a name for himself. So to his surprise, Jeremy told him, okay, I am going to think of something, because he didn't want to be bullied anymore. He didn't want to be the laughingstock of the class. He didn't want to be alone anymore without anyone to accept him. He just wanted to be a happy teenager, and he wanted people to just respect him. So Jeremy told that other kid, watch me. I am going to do something awesome this week, and the entire school is going to know about it, and you are all going to respect me. No more Mr. Nice Guy. So a day later, Jimmy, the subscriber, was sitting in the classroom, and it was the math class. And obviously Jeremy was there too, and Jimmy noticed that Jeremy was very nervous. He always used to pay attention to the class, and teachers actually loved Jeremy a lot because he always had good grades in school and always paid attention to what the teachers had to say. But now he was rummaging around in his backpack, looking nervously at the teacher, and it was so obvious that some kids in the classroom started to giggle and whisper to one another. And because of that, the teacher started to notice it and got angry and told the class to be quiet and do the homework in the classroom in full focus and silence. And now the real crazy part of the story happens. The one you have all been waiting for. Jeremy patiently waited until the teacher was walking towards the back of the classroom with his back turned against the front of the class where Jeremy was sitting. And then when that happened, Jimmy saw that Jeremy took a pipe out of his backpack, ran towards the front of the class, shouted "Bomb incoming!" and lit the pipe bomb on fire and dropped it on the floor. Literally in 4 to 5 seconds, the entire classroom was filled with smoke and all the girls were screaming hysterically and most guys were actually laughing their butts off and were literally cheering like, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." And in all the chaos that ensued, the math teacher actually rushed towards the windows to close them all, because at first the teacher thought that there was a fire in the classroom, and the first thing you have to do when there is a fire somewhere in a room is to immediately close all the windows so the fire can't get bigger, because if the windows are closed, oxygen can't reach the fire anymore. So that is exactly what the teacher did. But in all the chaos of going to the window, he actually fell over a chair and bumped his head against the table. So Jeremy's prank of throwing a smoke bomb in a classroom really turned out uglier than he anticipated himself. So eventually, one of the guys in the classroom opened all the windows and the classroom door, and people outside of the classroom saw a lot of smoke come out the window. Like, there was this big cloud of smoke just going through the door frame, and someone outside of the hallway immediately rushed to the janitor and he rushed to the classroom with a fire extinguisher. By the time that he arrived, the smoke detector of the classroom started to beep and the general fire alarm of the whole building went off. So now things really started to get ugly and all classes of the school started to evacuate because everyone at school thought that the fire alarm was real and that there was an actual fire somewhere. But soon a lot of kids started to notice that there wasn't any fire going on, no burnt smell or anything anywhere. And eventually, after everyone got evacuated, and even though nobody really snitched on Jeremy, the math teacher himself already suspected it to be a smoke bomb and not a fire. And by pressuring everyone in the classroom afterwards, when they were already evacuated, eventually some people snitched on Jeremy and he immediately got suspended. And at first, a lot of teachers could not believe it. Jeremy throwing a smoke bomb in a classroom? How is that even possible? He always has good grades, the teachers all liked him. What the hell is happening? So because of that, he got very lucky. And because it was literally the first time ever that he got punished, he only got suspended for it, even after the fire alarm went off. But that was definitely the final warning. And if he would be less favorable among the teachers, he would be instantly expelled from school, and his parents probably also would have to pay a fat fine for the damages. Anyways, that is the story of how Jeremy got respect from those bullies. Subscribe with notifications on if you are new to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed, it will mean the world to me, and comment down below what you thought of the story. Click on one of the videos showing up on screen right now if you want to see more of my content, and I wish you all a great day. Peace out.